it done. Like, if you can spend 30 minutes a day and get it done, let me just say you're smarter than me. Because it took me a while to get to the point where, I just quit my job. So when I quit, I did not have a full-time income somewhere else to back me up. I quit. I was working in Pittsburgh. I quit that job at State Farm, packed up my stuff, and moved down to Atlanta. And that's where I went to college. I went to Morehouse College. And I found that, one, I hated the cold now since I'd been exposed to the warm. And two, this is where I wanted to be. There's a lot of music people here, a lot of things happening. Still love Pittsburgh, obviously, but don't have any plans of moving back. So all my people in Pittsburgh, don't be mad at me. But came to Atlanta and I really just went all in. So if I didn't figure this out, then that was going to be it. I didn't have any backup. This was it. And obviously if it didn't work, I was still going to maybe have to go get a job somewhere else, but I was never going to stop until it was like a full-time thing. So when I moved down to Atlanta, firstly, moved in with a roommate, be able to save some money. Don't try to go out there and live some lifestyle that, you can't afford. Save as much money as you can, especially when you're building your business. And that's not just music business, that's any business. Every available crumb from your profits and your money should be going into the business. But as I was starting out, tell you the truth, that first year, I think I made about $20,000, which is, as a broke, post-college person, that wasn't terrible. It was able to feed me and pay some bills, but obviously not where I wanted to be. So I would keep researching, keep doing a little bit what I was talking about earlier, started getting into email marketing, started to listen to my email list, see what they wanted. And that's how we found out that people were really looking for a good promotion service. They just didn't know how to navigate Spotify, didn't know how to navigate YouTube or SoundCloud or other social media. So we developed, and at this point, this was a we, because I was hiring people at this point to help me because it was getting to be too much to do on my own. So I hired people. We started developing, building out more articles for the SEO, building out the promotion service. And, you fast forward, we're at it today. And this past month, did roughly about $90,000. And it wasn't like we did a big sale the past month. That was kind of just standard advertisements and revenues. Like you'll see, if you own any other business or anything, you have your busy seasons. And a lot of times during the holidays, you might make double in 1 week what you make in another month. Like this month has just been a standard month for us. So projections going forward, it's not like we're just trying to stay around the $1 million year mark if we keep going at the pace we're going. We're trying to keep building and seeing, as long as you're spending $1 on ads and you get 3 back, you figure out a way to get 3 back. You don't just have an advertising budget and that's it. You figure out, how can I keep spending this $1 and keep getting 3 back for as long as possible. So that's my journey. That's how I got to be where I'm at. If you look on our website, you'll see just a big caveat about our promotion is that we don't do any explicit content. And the reason why we don't do explicit content, firstly, because myself, I'm a Christian. And I'm not pushing that on you. I'm not telling you have to be. I'm just saying throughout my journey, the thing that has shaped me more than anything has been that's been my faith. So even when building my business, your business, you're going to have key principles that you want to hold on to. I know this show is called Music Money University, but you don't have to do things that you don't want to do to make money. So let's say I flip a switch tomorrow, and for some reason, which this will never happen, we start promoting explicit content. I don't know how much more we'd make. We might make double what we're making. Just to give you guys context of, like, could probably be a $2 million, $3 million business, but that's just not something we want to do. So if you're thinking, I can't make money in music because I don't make this type of music, I don't make this genre of music, there are so many people out there who agree with something you're doing. You can find your target audience. And if you think that your message is important and you're standing for something like we do, then even if you don't get the customer, you don't get somebody to come to your show, and you're not selling as many show tickets, at least you can have conversations with people about things that you think are really important. So that's my journey. That's my story. And the kind of last section about the show is the future. So we asked the guests, like, where do you see yourself heading? What advertising methods are you going to try out? What do you want to do in the next 12 months that you think is going to grow your business and your team? For us, that answer would probably be this podcast. One, we're going to keep doing the Spotify promotion, try to grow it out to the Apple Music. I know you guys are, chomping at the bit to try to get that, but when we do something, we're trying to do it very well. So if we think that we still need to do work on our Spotify promotion and make sure that we're trying to get people into the best as possible, the best list we can, people have to voluntarily get on playlists for Spotify. We can't force you on anything. But two, like, we want it to be still quality. So scale your business responsibly. But as far as the future goes for us, it's going to be this podcast largely. We think this is going to help a lot of people. We think that the stories that you hear and the advertising methods that you can try just from hearing this, that's going to be valuable to you as long as you take action from what you're hearing. Take advantage of the services. It's going to be some people, they're doing courses. Save up your money for one of their courses, especially if these people on the show, they're making good money. They're not just going to make a course just to make money off of it. If there's somebody out there like that, like, trust us, we'll do the research on them and see that maybe all they did was make their money making courses. Like, that's not what we want. We want somebody who's selling a service or a product. And you know what? If they are doing that, there's nothing exactly wrong with that. I don't want to give any shade to people who are just selling courses and selling a lot of them. But primarily what we're trying to focus on is people who are active in selling products, services, that sort of deal, dealing with music, centered around music. So that's pretty much the structure of the show, guys. We're going to go over the numbers first to validate everything. We're going to go over their story, see where you can connect with them, and then we're going to talk about the future, what that looks like. And so one of the last questions that we're always going to ask, what is the one biggest thing you wish you knew when you first got started on your journey to working full-time in the music business? And me personally, the one biggest thing I wish I knew that I might change is to learn the online marketing and all the tools that I'd have available, and honestly just experimenting with it. Like, don't be afraid to lose some money at first. Like I was telling you guys, I lost a little bit of money, but I could have lost some more. And honestly, I could have been talking to you last year around this time about how we were doing $90K a month. And this year it could have already been $200K. Like, there's nothing wrong with us being where we're at now, but I'm just saying, if we could have hastened the process, it would have been from trying out those different things earlier. So that's the one biggest thing I wish I knew. And then the thing we've got in the works right now is working on trying to get the Apple Music promotion. If you still hear this episode 6 months later and we don't have it out, that doesn't mean we're lazy. It just means that we are trying to get a quality product out there. So appreciate you listening, and we are excited to bring you more episodes soon. Guys, thanks so much for listening to this episode of Music Money University. If you know of any other artists, musicians, or entrepreneurs who are trying to figure out their music career or business, share this podcast with them and click the subscribe button wherever you're listening so you'll know when more episodes are out. Support for Music Money University and the following message comes from Omari Music Promotion. If you make great music that not enough people hear, get started today with Omari Music Promotion. We have genuine Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud promotion packages. There are tens of thousands of songs released every day. And if you want to stand a chance to be properly heard among all that competition, you need the right promotion behind your music. We've promoted for thousands of big and small artists and can help your music out too. Just visit omarimc.com or click the link in our show notes to get started today. That's OMARIMC.com.